Man, when
And
I started, I thought if I trade 20 different markets, I'm going to make 20 times the amount of money, right? Wasn't
yeah,
the case at all. Now I stick to one or two assets and I make a lot more than what I used to trading 20 different things, but it's part of the journey, right? Like you learn the skills and you start to get excited and you're like, look at all these other markets and look at crypto or Forex and futures. Then that's when you start going backwards, right?
it is. That's what I found out. It's good that you got this demo environment so you can figure all that out for yourself.
And that's what
And
it's about. Because if you're going to make mistakes, like, hey, let's not do it without hard-earned cash. Let's figure out everything and iron out those flaws with fake money first. Okay, we've got Phil here, recently completed the 30-day coaching program. Mate, if you could just describe it in a single sentence, what would you say to everyone?
mate, sign up now. Don't look back. Just get on it. The program I think is worth every dollar that I spent on it. It's professional, it's timely, and it's going to make you money, like the name says. So get on it.
Mate, that's a pretty good summary. So tell everyone, like, before joining the program, what that looked like for you and where your trading is now. Like, how does that compare?
Mate, look, I think it's a journey that everybody experiences along the way. I started off with, Discord groups, signals, all of that jazz. Things were working. It's information overload primarily. Then, of course, you either get scammed or you come across scammers. And then finally, you find somebody like I did in MMT. I think that what's happened for me, the school's taken all of that complexity and just simplified it into a basic set of rules that I can follow. And I know that if I follow the rules, I've got a very high consistency that I will make the trade and that the odds will be in my favor. So
Yeah.
I think it's just depressurized everything as well, because when you're trying to do 800 things at a time, you're
Mm,
more like gambling, I suppose.
that's right.
Whereas here, it is a calculated bet, and you got to get those confluences, and I got to tick those boxes, and that's what makes me confident. So I think I've become more confident, even though I still think at them at the beginning of my trading journey. I think I have the confidence now that I didn't have before, and I've got a set of rules now that I didn't have before.
Right. And it comes from structure, right? Like having that structure there to follow and say, well, has A, B, C happened? Yes or no?
Correct. And it's sometimes harder to do even when you have the rules, but I think that's exactly it. You just go from one to two to three to four. And if it doesn't make it, don't put the trade on.
That's right. Because the probabilities aren't in your favor, right? And that's all it is. Trading's a game of probabilities. Us day traders, we got to stack those odds in our favor as high as we can before we click the button. And what was it that actually made you bite the bullet and invest in your education? Because I know these days a lot of people don't hesitate to spend 100 grand on a uni degree that gets them a job which pays them shit. A lot of people are hesitant to spend, 5, 10, 15K into a mentor who's going to work with them one-on-one to actually get them to where they want to be. What was it for you that made you bite that bullet?
Mate, it was rather simple. Like I just thought, like, look, you got to invest to get somewhere. You got to put your money where your mouth is. Number one. Number two, if I'm paying 5K for car insurance, and I'm not really getting out of that, I haven't had a car accident for nearly 15 years, and I put so much money into car insurance, and that's actually just money down the drain. It was a very simple decision. If I'm putting that much money into a car and I'm just driving it, I might as well invest the same amount in my education and drive my education and make more money out of it. I don't have any
I love that.
opportunity to make money out of car insurance, but I do
Awesome.
have an opportunity to make it here. Sometimes you just got to back yourself. Nobody's going to back you. So you just got
Yeah,
to back
that's right.
yourself and put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, that's right. And people who pay attention as well, right? So what was it that actually made you choose our program over other courses? Because I'm sure you had a look around.
Look, the accreditation, number one, two, that you are in Australia, three, that it was from meeting you the first time in the interview that I had, was the confidence that I would have support, which I do have from you and the team. There is a team there as well that you can rely on, and from good information to good analysis and good guidance throughout the process. So that gave me comfort that I had backup, that I had support, that I could bounce ideas, that I could have somebody look at my charts, that I could somebody to say yes or no, you're going the right way, you're not going the right way. I think that was the most confident, that drew the confidence in me. And I think that's what made me push the button at the end of the day.
On that topic, how easy was it to get that support when you needed it? Did you ever feel like you were left in the dark or you were waiting for a response?
Mate, A grade. That's all I can say. I can always get through to you. Look, there are busy times as well where everybody understands that. I would always have a response, if not instantaneously, within the half hour, or a response saying that you'll be in contact, you're busy. So A grade, that's all I can say. I can always get through to you. I can always get through to the members of the team. So fantastic.
Yeah, and that's what it's about as well. Obviously, there's only one of me, and as though I'd wish there was two of me because I'd be twice as rich, there's not. And so if I'm not available, someone else always is, right? And that's what it's all about, making sure the clients have the support they need when they need it. I'm glad that sort of met your expectations. Now, in terms of the structure of the program and going through those different stages, how did you find that? Did that meet or even exceed your expectations?
Mate, I think it was, look, it was fantastic. It starts off at a very, very basic level and just kind of chips away at it from a beginner's point of view. And you know, when you come in, you don't know anything. You don't know anything at all about this industry, how it works or anything. You just know the word maybe day trading. That's about all
That's
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
So it layered it very nicely from a beginner to an intermediate to a more of an advanced stage. And that's what I really like about it. I think it just flows very nicely from that beginner stage to the advanced stage. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's just right, as they say in the ad.
Oh, awesome. And would
Yeah.
you say that it was easy to understand, or like did you ever feel overwhelmed at any point?
No, like, there were times where you might not know a definition or you might not know, or you're just exposed to it the first time. So I just went back to the video, just rewind. I mean, the videos are short. You can watch a video again and again and again
Yeah.
in a relatively short amount of time. So, and then that also, you do your own research as well because, the internet's there and there's a lot of information out there. So, if you need a definition of something or you don't understand, there's plenty of places to go. I thought it was good. Yeah, and like one thing you did touch on, it's the educational element that is probably a very strong component of this course. Like, yes, there's the market, yes, there's the rules, yes, there's the trading, but there's the other sides about the market, the macro market, micro, what's happening in the economy, interest rates, news, how all of that's put together as well, and also the information that we get as students that have come out from the school. It just saves me a lot of time. I don't have to go around to these 18 different places, grab everything. It kind of all comes to me, package deal, like it's like a picnic set, you just grab it and go. You don't have to
Yeah,
think.
that's right.
Yeah.
And we obviously have a team. We've got guys that working alongside people in Wall Street to, in the US, to full-time traders in Australia, to myself. And so we're giving you all the information you need to succeed.